Good old reliable analog technology. Let's see, we gotta calibrate for what we're doing here. Doing an 8 right there. Good to go. Sears best. It's even marked up here on top. Real close to what I like. I do like about 750. But let me see if I can make that perfect. Overcome that weak throttle spring there. Try the high angle here. I'm going to drop it back down to low. I'm going to have a lot of success until I put a stiffer throttle return on that. But working on an old car, big old analyzer might be what you want. Actually, it was hung up a little bit, still on the high idle cam, the very tail end of it. Now that the choke, the electric choke is fully open. So jump, word of warning, don't jump the gun. Say you can do it as low as 650 to 750, but it never sounds right. And actually, with the bigger cam that this thing has, they don't like it when you get too much below 750. It starts kind of loping out a little bit. It's a little bit lopey right now. You don't hear it because it's got super long glass packs on it. I think I like it right there. Fluctuation. I prefer a flat bottom air cleaner as opposed to the drop. I'll put a spacer on this one, but until I find a good flat bottom, because the drop cleaners totally obstruct your tuning to the idle mixture screws. use a little more. When you clean it out like that and the RPM goes up a bit, the idle mixture might be a little bit to the rich side, but to the rich side, you just cleaned it out, indicating you need a little more air. Depends what you're doing. I'm not drag racing, so I don't need it as rich as possible. All these dwell features and stuff, I got electronic ignition, so they're really not something I would use on here. But you can test alternator, various voltage checks. I got this little 3-volt voltage check down here that's real sensitive, because on this old wiring, they've got exposed terminals. They get corroded. The rust and corrosion starts shorting the ground. And so you can actually go around the vehicle and measure voltage leak. Well, I think I got it where it needs to be. I got to wait for another cold morning though. It sounded good this morning, but I'm going to have to wait for another cold morning start and have this on high RPM setting and see where I'm at. Edelbrock, I had to loosen it like 5 turns because it was literally someplace in the, it sounded like 3,000 RPM. I've now got it down there, 1,500, 1,400, 1,300, that's kind of where you want them. And I may have to tune on the choke a little bit. It's not like totally winter, so I don't know. We'll see. It's one of those things in progress. So there you have it, Sears Best. Basically, Edelbrock ABS2 is what I'm working on there, on a 73 Dodge Power Wagon. This thing's about that deep. It has a storage compartment in the back for all the leads and the manual and everything like that. That's a storage compartment. There's extra leads and there's a battery jumper resistor thing that you clamp on your battery for testing the alternator. Look at that. You can get a full tune-up spec manual from Fred Meyer for 78 cents with all the little everything you need to know. It's in micro font, but it's in there. And then this is for all the different tests you can do and different ways to hook things up.